garden friends, welcome to another episode of AJ's Green Thumb. So today's episode is brought to you by TNOG, Miss Linda, the garden community's beloved matriarch. Miss Linda is a dear friend of everyone in the garden community. She is very open, she's very giving, she's very wise, and she has a very beautiful spirit. If you can't talk to Miss Linda, if you can't appreciate what Miss Linda contributes to the community, if you don't know Miss Linda, you're missing out. Please go to the New Orleans Gardener, better known as TNOG, just hashtag TNOG, and she will come up. All right, go to her channel, check out a few of her videos. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. You'll fall in love and you will immediately subscribe. I'm that confident in this. Anyhow, Miss Linda had recently put out, I won't really call it a challenge, but it's just a review of the spring 2021 garden season, specifically for vegetables and fruit and so forth. So she put out 6 questions that she had asked everyone to go over and just kind of wrap up the season. So I have a few minutes right now. I'm actually getting some heavy soil moved into a garden bed. I'm always working. Everybody knows that about AJ. So I figured, let me go ahead and take a few minutes and participate in this wrap up. So it's called Spring 2021 Wrap Up. And the first question is, will you have a garden in 2022? Let me tell you something. As long as I have a pulse, as long as there's blood pumping in my veins, I will have a garden. It's in my blood, it's in my DNA. There's no question. So the answer is a resounding yes. 2, what veggies I will not grow in 2022? I don't know. I mean, I can't answer the question, but I'm the type of person, I'm always willing to give something a try. But if I had to choose, the 3 veggies that I will not grow in 2022 are radishes. I'm not really that big of a fan. 2, cauliflower. That's the AC unit, guys. Excuse me. And corn. Not that I have anything against corn per se. It's just it does take up a lot of space, and my yard is very shaded. I don't think I have. I'll just go ahead and say that I won't be growing corn, I won't be growing radishes, and I won't be growing cauliflower. Keep it simple. Number 3, what veggie did I enjoy growing the most in 2021? That's a good question. I know which vegetable I had the most success with, and that would be garlic. And the reason I enjoyed growing garlic so much is because you essentially get 2 crops. You get the scapes that come about a month to 2 weeks prior to harvesting. And then of course you get the garlic. So that's a no-brainer. Number 4, what is the one thing about 2021 growing season that you will not do in 2022? Very good reflective question. I think this coming growing season in 2022, I will not be so hasty in putting things out because in this region, the Mid-Atlantic, and I'm specifically in Zone 7A, Maryland, this weather is bipolar. I mean, you may think things are starting to warm up and you're getting all hyped up and excited or whatever, and you can't wait to get your crops going, your seedlings, your starts and so on and so forth, and then bam, you get hit with like a polar vortex You get hit with a polar vortex in this region, and it'll just like knock everything out. I went ahead and put my Meyer lemon bushes out, and I made sure I put them in a location that receives plenty of sun. That was probably mid-May, mid to late May, and for like an entire week straight, we got temps where the nighttime temps, and see, that's what you really got to worry about, is those nighttime temps, because the daytime temps might get nice and balmy. I mean, close to 80 degrees, sometimes almost 90 degrees up here in Maryland, and then it'll dip into the low 50s and the upper 40s at night for a considerable amount of time. So you got to be real careful about being hasty and putting your stuff out too early. Number 5, the 3 vegetables I will enjoy growing in 2022. This is good. One, I'll be growing some carrots. I got some seed tape. I think it's Nantes or whatever, Nentes. Seed tape. I'm gonna go ahead and definitely put those in the ground early spring, and that crop can actually take some relatively cool weather. 2, I want to try some asparagus, specifically a variety called Jersey Giant. It's supposed to have high yields, and it's supposed to be a vigorous grower. Number 3, based on Miss Linda's last video, she recommended Lesya sweet peppers. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Lesya, Lesya sweet peppers. They look beautiful. If anything, grow them because they look really beautiful. But based on the way she had a very colorful tasting, okay, of this sweet peppers. She said you can get them off of Baker Creek, like $3 a pack. They're sweet, they're juicy, they're crisp, just an overall outstanding variety of pepper, and I will definitely be looking out for those. Put some on order. Number 6, sum up your spring 2021 garden season. Another outstanding, reflective question. I would sum up my spring 2021 garden season as phenomenal. I tell you, once it heated up here in the Mid-Atlantic, once we got through all the bipolar vortex or whatever, all the plants took off, and we had a relatively measured amount of moisture. I mean, granted, later on in the summer we had a drought, but spring 2021, moisture content was great. The soil and everything else responded beautifully. It was like a marriage made in heaven, and everything I put out there shot up. We basically had like a spring summer. The spring was like a spring summer, so it was perfect for crops. So yeah, I'd say phenomenal. I'd say outstanding. And yeah, you know, there were a few setbacks here and there, but I mean, that's just part of gardening. That's just the nature of the beast. And the important thing is that you learn from your mistakes or your setbacks. So yeah, so I really appreciated this wrap-up challenge, so to speak, and I don't know if I should probably call out a few people to participate. Maybe I will. Rich Garden Life, I'd like you to participate. Anthony from July's Aquatics and Garden, I'd like you to participate. Jeanette from The Enthusiastic Gardener, I'd like you to participate. And Moya from Garden Addicts, I'd like you to participate. If you have the time, please. It doesn't take that long. It took me about 5 minutes. So thanks again to Miss Linda and the rest of the garden community for participating. And I really enjoyed doing this challenge, and I'll see you in the next one. It's AJ's Green Thumb.